How you guys doing? My name is Vincent Faney. I am the producer, director, and host of the show, Insanity Unplugged, in search of game changers. This was a CTV television show, CTV of Lane County, and it soon will be distributed around the state at different public access TVs. Right now it's distributed worldwide. If you check out my channel on YouTube, Insanity Unplugged. So you get to see all my prior interviews. I really enjoyed them back when I was slimmer. I've gotten a little overweight since then. But I was interviewing politicians and Frank King, one of the great comedians that was a writer of The Tonight Show for like 20 years. And he does a lot of corporate comedy. Very funny guy. Oh my God, he had me cracking up the whole time. Anyways, as many of you know, I've, besides interviewing people who are game changers and stand out in their field, I've also been involved in strength training myself. Being a person, I wanted to be a game changer in many areas of life, and so, or at least certainly get close to the level of the esteemed game changers I so admire. And one of my passions, always been a passion, is I wanted to be part of a bigger community to where people are working together like Navy SEALs, collaborating in an organized, very vigorous, productive manner to help rebuild society, to help encourage people to be the best that they can, and to give them the tools in which to do it. Which is one reason why I wrote the book, Extreme Friendship. 700-page book, big manual. Brings into a lot of things. It's not a simple, oh, be nice to people and say hi, be friendly. It's basically, it's pretty entailed. It talks about certain personality types and so forth, and what types of people to avoid. And you basically, since most of us are not psychologists, we just basically have to use other methods to vet people. Basically, how do they perform in certain circumstances instead of trying to change them. It's easier to figure out who's best suited to be your friend and vice versa. Because it's almost impossible to change somebody, even if they're unhappy with themselves. But that was inspired, I've been inspired to write that book, which was inspired from another book that happened to me at a job I worked for over 20 years. It's called The Postal Story, and I talk about the reasons why people going postal happens. There are very good reasons why, although the results, the consequences are very evil and very bad. So that inspired, and all my books inspired me to try to grow and figure out how I could be the best person possible, surround myself with the best people possible, so we could all work together and collaborate and build the best society possible. And as of yet, that hasn't happened in my circle. But I'm not quitting trying. Anyways, so today I wanted to talk about the book. I had it right here. Yep. Oh, Blood Money. Okay. I have quite a few books or short stories. I've been, I'm forced out of work for a while, couldn't get a job. What else you gonna do? It's either watch Netflix and drink yourself to death, or it's try to be productive, right? Anyways, I wrote this book about blood money. As we all know, there's a lot of people who find themselves in tough financial straits, and they're looking for almost any way to make money. Blood money. I've done a lot of things that I never would dreamed I would have done if it wasn't for me hitting the skids, financial skids. For instance, I was a nude model for a while. I was an exotic dancer, and I'm not exactly a guy. I'm no Brad Pitt, so it's not like I felt totally comfortable get on stage and taking my clothes off in front of a crowd of several, 100 people, especially if they're drunk and grabby. So it's interesting, or doing nude modeling in a class of students who are looking at you like you're an insect, real clinical. That's also uncomfortable. Would have been easier if they were cheering and drinking and they had the strobe lights going, and putting up signs 10, 10, 10. That would have made that job easier. So bouncer, another crazy job. I'm no Bruce Lee. I don't have any real martial arts skills, although I've taken martial arts, several different types for years, but I never developed the skills. My skill set in martial arts is I could get an ass kicking in 12 different disciplines and maybe sometimes look good doing it. So bouncing's not a great job for me, but I did it anyways despite weighing 170 some pounds at the time. It's pretty scary, you know. And then there's other things that you do for money. So it's a short story, and it's I got some insight into other people who are amazing people who did things for their children. They sacrificed their all to provide blood money for their children. Anyways, check out my other books on Amazon.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Facebook, you can see me on Walk for Insanity for affordable housing, and my YouTube channel, Insanity Unplugged. Till next time, have a great day. Bye.